Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please remember to take what resonates and toss the rest. Okay. I'm just going to be drawing cards like one deck, and we're going to tell the entire story with one deck. I hope everybody's doing well. Readings have been kind of cray-cray, but it's beautiful. The way that they're turning out is very divine, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Spirit. Because of all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. Good news coming in for you. That some sort of fight that you were in and had to defend yourself against is over. That fight is over. The divine has stepped in. Alright? Betrayal. Painful, permanent endings for those who wanted to betray you. The tower is crashing, and this is ending. For those who tried to fight your protection because you were standing in your integrity, valor wins here. Doing things for the right reasons. And those who wanted to destroy you are now facing their own destruction. Especially during this new moon in Scorpio. Very transformational. People are realizing that now. All of them. All of them. And you are at the head of the transformation here. So pat yourself on the back, because what they wanted for you is what they're facing. And all the money in the world can't save them. They thought it was about money. They thought it was about riches and fame and fortune and they think that they're going to be able to offer this to you. But I think you know better. This is a gold digging energy. This is all they care about is the gold. All they care about is the money. It ain't going to buy them their, and I said this in the other reading, you come into this world naked, you're going to go back out that way. So make sure your soul is clean. Because these people only care about money. And they are heartbroken about your destiny. Sagittarius energy. They are heartbroken and up because they thought that their gold digging ways was going to save them. It will to a certain extent if you could buy your health. But if it's beyond repair, the divine is the one who makes that decision on who stays and who goes. To make sure that you have invested in your ultimate destiny. Because those who haven't are facing that 10 of Swords and then 3 of Swords. It was always destined to happen that way. Because they, Pisces energy, Sagittarius energy, they wanted to hold you up, to keep you in suspended animation till you gave up. And I think you left it up to the divine here and looked at it from a different perspective. There's going to be a change in everybody's relationships. Because the juggling of love, you can't do that. You can't buy me love. No, you can't. Gemini energy. You can't buy love. And everything that they invested in that wasn't love is what's being destroyed. There's King of Wands, whoever they are. Gosh, it's still coming out the same way. And I shuffled this deck. I mean, I shuffled it good. But it's like the same message almost keeps repeating itself. I guess the divine really wants to get this across to people today. To everyone. That passion causes anxiety. If all you look at is the surface, it causes sleepless nights and no rest. No rest for the wicked. If all you look at is surface level shit, this is where they end up. Four of Swords in reverse. Can't sleep, can't eat, can't rest, can't relax. Anxiety, depression. Four of Wands and the Emperor in reverse. Dictator. So they want to come in and give you what was always yours. The Four of Wands. The home. The stability. Because they failed to lead. They know that the only answer is to clean their soul. They can't stay in reverse. Because if they stay in reverse, then they think that they can dictate to you how you're going to live and who you're going to marry and what you're going to do. That Ten of Swords and that Tower is coming. If it ain't already hit. And I do feel like it's hitting. I feel like it's hitting a lot of people who failed to be the leader in their own home, who failed to be the leader in their own life, who failed to find happiness and sustainability. This person is very, very unhappy with what they have in their life. Be grateful for what you have now. And lead by example. Not dictate to people what they should do and who they should marry and how they should live. Because that never works out. It didn't work out for people like Hitler. Alright, that's just an example. I'm just putting an example there. So don't take that personally. Alright? Aries energy. Because they thought it was all about the swing. Looks. Money. Fame. That's not what it was about. And I feel like you knew that. Knight of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands upright. You did not fall for this. Congratulations. Your conscience is clear. Somebody finds you very attractive. Their wish was to put out your light. Something tells me it failed. Because they didn't get their wish. Time to turn that star upright. Because this is healing. And somebody's healing is in reverse. Aquarius energy. What you want for another is what you receive. Wish granted. Only you got the reversal of what you wanted. Whoever you are. I feel like Scorpio understood this. They didn't care about the fame. They didn't care about the flashy lights. They didn't care about the passion. Nor did they dictate to anybody else what there should be. Either way, wish granted. But somebody didn't see it the way that you saw it. Because whatever these lies are, they're coming. And they're coming fast. Knight of Swords to the Seven of Swords in reverse. It will all be exposed. All the lies, all the fakeness, all the reveling in the things that aren't true is very quickly coming to the surface. Sometimes with reckless behavior. And they're rushing in to turn that Seven of Swords around. Now they want to offer love. Now they want to offer the squirrel. Now they want to give you all the love that you probably gave them. King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Beware of love bombing. Because there are ulterior motives here. They're stressing and oppressing. Because you're not stuck in your head anymore. Eight of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords upright. Whoever these people are, they know what's coming. They know that this Eight of Swords is in reverse, that they can't stop it. Because you're no longer oppressed and obsessed or even possibly thinking about them at all. That stresses them the hell out because they know that that was the only way to get you to sell out. They were using your love as a weapon. How'd that work out for you, Skippy? Especially with Scorpio. Justice is here. And many will face their own ending. But it is a transformation. Because this is only one realm. And Scorpio, you understand that. Because you are the transformational energy of the Death card and the Tower. And it's justice. Like I said, what you want for another. Unity is the best solution. Now they don't care about the money. They care about your strength. They know that you've pulled through something because you didn't care about that pie in the sky. You cared about being happy. And they're bored. They're bored with their choices here. Because everything in their life is crumbling. Everything in their life is going wrong. Because of your strength. Because of your dignity. You held on to that. Love you. And whatever you're going for here, whatever you went after, that's what's coming in. And that goes for each and every person. So remember, before you leave nasty comments about wanting some karmic justice for another person, that hate breeds more hate. That's all it gets you. The Queen of Wands is going to receive everything they sent out. Everything they sent out. There's no more waiting. Eight of Swords in reverse. The only thing that survives here is love. Not just passion. And whatever they was holding on to in that Four of Pentacles, they can't move on from. They can't let go. They're still holding on to this for dear life. But that's what it's costing. So how's that working out for you, whoever you are? You want to keep holding on to things that belong to other people because you think you're entitled to it? Not if the divine says you're not. This is what's happening in the world. The Two of Cups, equal give and take. And what goes around, comes around. So, before you start breeding more hate out there, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Turn anything around. Or try to. Within. Doesn't have to be outside of you. You don't have to apologize to anybody for shit. But you do have to recognize your own power. The power of love. It's more powerful than any other element on the earth. Even though we work with all four. Love is the universal, the world that overpowers everything. The Empress is going to celebrate mother energy. The nurturing, the kindness, the love, the caring. That is what prevails here. And all these people playing with the moon cycles and thinking that they almighty powerful houses, they gonna find out what a true empress is. And it ain't about being rich and powerful. It's about nurturing the earth. Loving others as you love yourself, no matter the trespasses. Christ said it best. You have to forgive them to help cast out the demons. Not for them, for yourself. In order for you to move on and not hold on to any of the material world that keeps you bound to it. Because the Empress will celebrate. Libra, Taurus energy. And whoever these people are that tried to leave you out in the cold are now facing that reality themselves. You win. Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands. So wherever you find yourself on this spectrum, understand that, you know, there are karmic consequences to every action. That is the law of cause and effects. And you should study the main 12 universal laws and the 7 hermetic principles if you can't understand that. There are many teachings out there that can help you understand why someone would leave. And this is what these energies use to try to win. Loneliness, sadness, taking away all the material things in life. That's not what wins here. It's an empty victory. You'd have all the money in the world and be the most miserable son of a bitch on the planet. That's an empty victory. Because you're still miserable no matter how much you got. Somebody very upset about your integrity and the fact that you're still standing. In fact, I'm seeing somebody ugly cry here. Snot nose running, just crying. Crying. Because they regret having to put you through this Nine of Wands. Having to put you through a battle that was never yours. They are receiving whatever they wished. So if you want confirmation, there it is. Some kind of brand new beginning is coming in for you. Ten of Pentacles, like I said. But you've got to understand that without happiness, without taking a leap of faith in the direction that makes you happy and carefree, and love, honor, dignity, without that, you still got the Five of Pentacles. It's all got to come from the heart, not just the mind. The mind helps. And that forces this demon to walk away. This doesn't have to be... They wanted you to walk away from something that you built, something that you did all by yourself. But they're being forced to walk away because of their toxicity, because of their obsession with the Ten of Pentacles. That is what wins here. That's all you care about. Then that's what you're going to get. Eight of Cups and that ass. Six of Cups in reverse and the Sun. The past is no more. Future is not set. Choices are being made. Don't hide from the light. Don't let nostalgia keep you stuck. Life is full of lessons. What everybody was waiting on is here. Time to make new choices and let the sun shine in. Because the burdens will very quickly be released as you ride off with your bare fetuses on top of the horses. Cancer energy, Leo energy. Somebody's letting go of the past. Letting go of past burdens. So they can drive their own chariot into whatever the future holds. We have a Queen of Pentacles here and doing an investigation, possibly watching every move you make to make sure that you are doing the right thing. Somebody's watching you, male or female. There is no gender in tarot. They're watching to see if you're going to do the right thing. Now, what the right thing for everybody's going to be is different. I can't dictate to you, because I'm not that person, on what's right for you. You have to figure that out, and that comes from inside. So you're going to get some information from far away, or you're going to do some traveling and collaborating and bringing new energy in. Working together. Because we're not separate. And they're going to have to be fair to the Queen of Cups. Because the Queen of Cups here is the one that is truly the sweetheart. The one that earned their stripes through love. They got the magic on them. Fire's going out. I'm going to let it go out because this is the last video for today. It's still smoldering a little bit. Keep smoldering. Alright. Queen of Cups is going to receive equal give and take. Fairness. What should have been given for them staying in their Queen of Cups energy. And all this magic and mayhem and mischief and manipulation was just an illusion. It was the Seven of Cups. Your magic doesn't work unless you work with the elements of earth. All of them, including spirit. You have all the tools on you. Somebody was under the impression here that using the elements meant we could do spell work with the earth, we could do spell work with the fire, we could do spell work. Yeah, you can. But if you're not in tandem with it, or in coercion, which is doing the right thing even when nobody's looking, then that's just an illusion. Somebody has false power. Whoever this person was, they were under some kind of delusion that they had the tools to manipulate other people's lives. And it might have worked for a while. But now it's time to answer for your behavior. They don't want to answer for their behavior. But they're not being left with a choice. But you got a choice. Intuition wins. And 80 to 90% of the time, even 100% for some people, that's what the right choice was to make here. Not to fight, not to argue, but to guide yourself through spirit and understand the laws of the universe. You are all-knowing, you are all-seeing, and that is what you chose over the lies, the biting backbiting, competition, enemy, clever, look over your shoulder, slander, lies, manipulation. You chose the higher path. The Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. And all the magic in the world that they tried to force upon you. Turn the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is somebody very cold. And all they care about is the Five of Wands, competition. Your reading's a little bit longer than everybody else's. Somebody misjudged you. Oh, they absolutely did. King of Pentacles. And they thought they was going to be able to escape judgment by competing with a High Priestess. Wish granted. Like I said, there's no gender in tarot. This could even be a female. Sagittarius and Scorpio energy. Just somebody in their masculine energy. But a wish will be granted for Hermit. Virgo energy. Good or bad. Somebody hid their intentions here. But now they can't anymore. Taurus energy, Eight of Pentacles. With the Hierophant. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you do. Believe in keeping your head down and working and getting what you want. Because whatever you worked for, whatever you believed in here, and that includes the others who wanted your demise, is what will prevail. I feel like you're in your North Node here, though. You're going towards some kind, this could be a spiritual work or a spiritual belief system that you're working on. Like I said, I do feel like this has something to do with your career. There's no confusion about the lies anymore. Ace of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. There is no confusion about the lies anymore. And there's a brand new understanding about what isn't unconditional love. Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is like a newborn. This is like somebody who's just being reborn and understanding what this looks like. That unconditional love doesn't look like this. It isn't in reverse. It's upright. Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. What you grow in your garden is what you'll produce. So make sure that it's wonderful. Make sure that it's magical. Because you're about to receive a message on what you growed. On what you growed. You're growing. Unfortunately, we have a King of Swords here in reverse as the final outcome with the Moon and the Temperance card. Somebody didn't know the facts here. They didn't see the facts. They didn't want to see the facts. Pisces, Sagittarius energy. It cost them. It's still costing them. Be careful with this energy, because it still is refusing to see the facts. That you got a pair of wings. You were hidden from these people on purpose, because the divine had to keep you hidden and safe so you could help others. There are lots of hidden enemies here. So be very discerning, my high priestesses, empresses, and my queen of cupsesses. Male or female. Because you still have the King of Swords in reverse here trying to win. The Emperor in reverse here trying to win at all costs. Which means even the cost of themselves. Let's get you a couple oracles. And I will get you a shadows and light for your advice. Inner strength, hopeful, defense mechanism. That is your defense mechanism, is hope and inner strength. But this person knows it, so they may try to use it to their advantage. So keep that in mind. Everything's changing. The shadow is coming to light. And humility. Through the illusion, through the daydream. Fireflies. Oh, jumped right out at me. Somebody don't want to hear it. King of Swords in reverse don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear about your inner strength. They want you destroyed. And they were expecting a new beginning at your expense. However, we saw the Ten of Swords and the Tower. They really don't want to hear it. That sounds like a them problem. They don't want to hear that you are divine and that you are protected. And that you've manifested this for yourself. They want to hear you're completely destroyed. That isn't what's going to happen. Because like I said, what you want for another is what this energy is. Good or bad. Level up, promotion, and progress. Somebody does not want to hear about your level up. They really don't. Because love at first sight, meet by chance, crush. Oh my goodness. So there might be some sort of level up in relationships for you. And this person laughed at you. Whoever this King of Swords in reverse is, these liars are. They're a whole performance camouflage, and they laughed at and wanted revenge on you. And they don't want to hear that you're ascending. They don't want to hear that you're getting what you want or what you deserve. All of us are. So, you can choose to be a clown, or you can choose to have inner strength and overcome. There will be some sort of encounter. And the love at first sight after they laughed at you. After they acted like a clown. Like I said, listen to your intuition. Because I feel like this person is trying to make up for lost time, because they are facing a really, really bad ending here. And it could be, you know, a third party, because we did have the Three of Cups with the Empress here. This could be the third party that doesn't want to hear it, because you're about to meet this person, if that is the case with you. If not, they were laughing at your relationships. They were camouflaging themselves. Whole ass clown. Got the winged seer, and I am Kali. Oh my God. So you are destroying this from the inside out. Scorpionic energy, 8th house energy, destroying it. Kali, from the inside out. From death comes rebirth. And the winged seer. You are clearly clairvoyance. You see clearly. Clairvoyance, like I said, High Priestess, Empress, and the Queen of Cups. You are ascending because of your inner strength. And whoever this person is, or these people are, they don't want to hear it. They mad because let them be mad. Because you're ascending, because you're leveling up. Like I said, it's their own demise that they face for trying to interfere with that level up. They were expecting a new beginning off of your demise, and they believed in some sort of magic that didn't work because it was an illusion. It was always an illusion. They're just now figuring that out. Poor Tang Tang. They be alright. They might have to transition and come back again, but they be alright. That's not up to you. That's up to the Most High. And you are clearly clairvoyant. Third eye. The winged seer is an oracle angel, a being who can see the weavings of energy and thus the way of events that are set to unfold, and the current energies and paths are followed. She then sends you your messages clairvoyantly through your ability to see clearly, although your visions may seem anything but clear. As you grow to trust your own clear-seeing moments, you will have a brighter and brighter flashes of insight, so don't hide from the light. And you will be able to see exactly what is going on within a situation in a flash. A flash. She speaks. As so many people hide the truth even from themselves, it can be hard to receive a visit from me, because I will help you see when someone is camouflaging and half telling truth. And you will also have insights that seem to come from supernatural sources. It is as if you have changed sight. You can still see further. You can see further, higher, and more deeply within. You will experience flashes of the future and sudden understandings of the past, and you will be able to foretell likely outcomes. I am the Eye of Ra, recreating your future, and the Andrika, the protective eye, that watches over you while you sleep. And if you follow through on what you now clearly see, there will be illumination, victory, and wisdom. Trust that sacred sight. The divination message is your clairvoyant ability is being enhanced by the winged seer. You may be able to tune in and remote view, almost be able to see behind doors and into rooms and receive messages that let you know what someone is doing without you actually being there at the time. And all of these experiences will either empower or scare you. You have to ask for more information. Ask to discover what you need to know. Now that that information has come to you, you must be courageous and take action based on what you cannot logically explain. It is important, now more than ever, to be honest about what you can see, but most of all, to be honest with your own self. Yeah. Wow. Powerful messages today, my darling dragons. You are destroying what death really means. And you're being reborn through your third eye. Well, those are your messages, my darling little baby dragons. I will see you next time. Please remember to press that like button, subscribe, and share so this gets out to as many people as possible. Take care. Bye for now.